So, mommy, I have a question for you. What was
Why?
your first thought that you had in mind when I told you that I wanted to become Muslim? You can speak in Italian as well.
Pensavo che la cosa non fosse mai possibile, perché tu dopo la cresima non sei più entrato in una chiesa, per cui pensavo che non fosse possibile che aderissi a una religione, e pensavo che magari ti avessero fatto il lavaggio del cervello. Qualcuno ti avesse
So
fatto...
my mom was thinking that basically it was impossible for me to become Muslim because after I got, the ceremony, Cresima ceremony for Christianity, that is the last one. You have communion, and the other one, I don't remember in English, how is it? But after that, I never went to a church again anymore in my life. So she thought that it was crazy, the idea, and also that was impossible, but also that I might have been brainwashed by someone. So, and after that, what have you done actually when I came to Italy, to visit Italy?
Dunque, tutti i preti,
She took me to every church, every priest, to speak with everyone. She even found a Syrian priest that knew Muslims.
Da tutti i preti che potevo conoscere. Non dico, forse l'ultimo step sarebbe stato da portarla da un esorcista, ma questo...
So last step was like exorcism.
Ma questo non è stato fatto.
That was not done, exorcism.
La cosa però che mi ha fatto ricredere è che più passava il tempo, più comunque io la vedevo convinta su quello che lei professava, dell'impegno che lei ci metteva, e quindi questo mi ha fatto arrendere. Ok, questa è la tua strada, è solo un Dio, e quindi...
So at the end my mom desisted. I mean, she let me decide my way, my path. And she believes God is only one. So she let me decide my path and my journey as well. Because she believes that. Since someone of you in one of my previous videos asked me why or when I converted to Islam or how, I cannot find the comment because there are so many comments. Anyway, if you are new to my page, I will tell you about myself, like a bit of background before becoming Muslim. I'm from Italy, and when I moved to London, I didn't know much about Islam because in my small village there were not many Muslims. And I have to be honest, I have so many wrong ideas about Islam and Muslims as well. So when I moved here, I was Christian, but not really practicing. I was not going to the church. I didn't know much about Christianity. I mean, I took the first communion and also the one that comes after, but as a rule, as every kid in Italy, they go on Saturday to study religion, but not studying that much. I don't know how to explain. It's not in depth. It's not like madrasa where you go and study, I don't know, the Quran, you study the religion. So it's a bit confusing. It's not, you study the prayers mainly, but anyway, so I was Christian, not really practicing. I was not going to the church every Sunday. I was barely going to the church for Christmas. This was just, not much of practicing. Anyway, when I moved here, I met Muslims. One of them, alhamdulillah, mashallah, she is my Moroccan friend. We are still friends. We've been living together for so many years that she knows Italian because she lived in Italy as well. So Allah has put in my journey, in my life, her in my life. So, mashallah, she knows so much about Islam, and also she has really good manners and so much patience with me, because honestly I was asking her so many questions, even silly questions, but she has so much patience. I was asking her why Muslim women wear hijab, and she was explaining to me even in Christianity, Mary, she was wearing the hijab. So is a rule even for Christians to wear hijab, even for Jewish Jewish women, Orthodox women especially, they wear the wig or they wear a scarf on their head. So it's a law by Allah, by God, to wear something to cover and dress modestly. Then I was asking her, why guys you starve yourself for a month every year? So she explained to me, even the previous prophets, they received this law of fasting. It's beneficial for you. So many questions that the more I found out, the more Islam to me was making sense. And also the scientific facts in the Quran, that especially like the way of a baby is in the womb of the mother, is forming in the womb of the mother. So Islam and the scientific facts, they go in line with each other. I believe, this is my belief, that many scientists, they are taking the Quran and study and finding out that is actually the truth, you know, makes sense for science as well. Anyway, I was not coming from, you know, desperate, like my life was not falling into pieces like many, you know, rivers, they've been in jail, in Muslim men, they've been in jail. I didn't have an abusive partner that was Muslim, and none of that, you know. I was happy with my life, I was living my life, alhamdulillah. But, you know, when you find out the truth, and to me it makes sense, I took that step and became Muslim, alhamdulillah. And it doesn't come if you are thinking to revert to Islam. It's not that I started to wear the hijab immediately. No, I reverted in 2017, and slowly I learned more and more and more. The first step is like believing in Allah and His prophets. And the second step, obviously really important, is start to pray. But don't stress yourself if you're thinking to revert to Islam, because it takes time, guys, to learn everything. You know, Islam didn't come down in one day. Islam came down in so many years. So just take your shahada. That's my suggestion. Don't stress yourself with your family, because shaitan comes to your mind. Even to me, it was like, what my family is gonna think about me? What if they reject me? What, so many if and what if, you know, it's not easy. So just take your shahada, is in between you and Allah, and start to pray, because that's the most important thing, you know. And then all the rest comes with time. Don't stress, guys, especially sisters. Don't stress about the hijab, you know, because shaitan, the evil, can come to your mind all the time, especially if you are thinking to revert. Every time you are about to revert, you stop. So just take your shahada, and then all the rest, testify that you believe in Allah, and then all the rest inshallah will come, believe me.